Most people are living their lives completely backward. They are trapped in a biological prison of their own making, chasing shadows on a wall and wondering why they never catch the light. You have been told that to change your life, you must work harder, run faster, and fight the world into submission. But what if I told you that the world you see out there doesn't actually exist? What if I told you that reality is not a solid object you are crashing into, but a liquid reflection of the person you are being right now? Think about your life for a moment. Are you constantly meeting the same types of people? Are you hitting the same financial ceiling no matter how many side hustles you start? Are you stuck in a loop of almost making it, only for everything to fall apart at the last second? This isn't bad luck. It's not the economy. It's not your boss. It is the mirror principle. And until you understand how this hidden law of the universe works, you are like a person trying to change their reflection in a mirror by reaching out and scrubbing the glass. You can scrub until your fingers bleed, but the image will never change until you change the person standing in front of it. The mirror principle is the most powerful, life-altering truth in existence. It is the secret used by the elite, the masters, and the modern-day alchemists to bend the fabric of space and time to their will. Throughout history, those who harnessed it achieved wealth and power that seemed supernatural. Those who ignored it remained trapped in a cycle of struggle and spiritual sleep. The truth is, if you don't change internally, nothing, and I mean nothing, will ever change on the outside. As Joe Dispenza famously says, to get a new outcome, you have to break the habit of being yourself and reinvent a new self. Let's look at the first and most vital key to this entire mystery. Reality is a mirror that reflects two very specific things back at you: your relationship with yourself and your relationship with the world. Imagine you are standing in front of this cosmic mirror. It is looking deep into your soul, and it is seeing your self-image. This is not the person you pretend to be on social media. This is the person you believe you are when you are alone in the dark. If you look into that mirror and your dominant inner thought is, "I'm not smart enough," or "I'm not worthy of abundance," the mirror doesn't argue. It doesn't try to heal you. It simply says, "So be it." It takes that image of an unworthy person and projects it into your physical reality. Suddenly, you find yourself in situations that prove you are right. You lose a job, you get rejected by a partner, or you miss a golden opportunity. The mirror is like a loyal, silent friend that is always willing to validate your beliefs. It will literally manufacture evidence to prove that your limiting beliefs are true. It gives you a world that matches the you carry inside. But the mirror also reflects your worldview, your fundamental paradigm of how life works. If you walk through the world believing that everything is a struggle, that people are untrustworthy, or that money is hard to find, the mirror will filter your entire experience until that is all you see. You will walk past $1 million sitting on the sidewalk because your worldview has blinded you to it. You are essentially placing an order with the universe, and the mirror is the delivery driver. Most people try to cheat this system. They try to Instagram their reality. They sit down for 5 minutes of affirmations, smiling and saying, "I am rich." But then they spend the other 23 hours and 55 minutes of the day feeling stressed, jealous, and small. You have to realize that the mirror of reality is not a snapshot. It is a 24-hour-a-day live stream. It is reflecting the energy you carry while you're stuck in traffic, the way you speak to yourself when you fail, and the quiet fear you feel when you check your bank account. You cannot manipulate the reflection by changing your words for a few minutes. You have to change the source code. You have to change the actor. If you want to break this cycle today, you must stop being a puppet who just reacts to what is happening. Most people see a bill they can't pay, they feel stressed, and then the mirror reflects more stress. That is the puppet cycle. To become a creator, you must turn your back on the reflection. You have to realize that what you see around you right now is just old news. It is a reflection of who you were yesterday, not who you are today. Start by writing a new script for yourself. Imagine the version of you that exists 10 years from now, the version that has already achieved everything you desire. How does that person wake up in the morning? How do they handle a crisis? What kind of energy do they radiate when they walk into a room? You must adopt that identity right now, in the present moment, even when your bank account says otherwise. As Germany Kent tells us, when you focus on being the best person you can be, you draw the best possible life and opportunities to you. You aren't faking it until you make it. You are projecting the new image so that the mirror has no choice but to change the reflection. But to keep that reflection from flickering back to your old life, you have to understand the terrifyingly precise way this mirror actually processes your thoughts. You see, the mirror of reality is not a vague emotional judge. It reflects the exact content of your focus. This is a subtle distinction that keeps millions of people trapped in a life they claim to hate. Most people are thinking about what they don't want, and they're wondering why it shows up over and over again. If you walk around constantly vibrating with dissatisfaction, saying, "I hate my dead-end job," "I hate these endless bills," or "I'm sick of being lonely," the mirror doesn't just reflect the feeling of hate. It reflects the specific objects of that hate. The mirror is literal. It hears bills, and it gives you more bills. It hears lonely, and it creates more situations to reinforce that loneliness. It is the ultimate yes man. It simply takes the specific content of your mental complaints and manufactures more of it to confirm your identity. This is the fundamental difference between a scarcity mentality and an abundance mentality. It's the difference between looking at the glass and seeing what's missing, or seeing the potential of what is already there. To initiate a true shift, you must learn the art of radical appreciation. You have to start focusing on the progress you've already made, the health you possess, or the simple fact that you are currently seeking wisdom to change your life. When you shift your focus to what you want and what you already have, the gap between your current life and your desired life begins to collapse. You are no longer feeding the mirror poisonous content, you are feeding it the blueprints of a masterpiece. However, even when you change your content, you will encounter the greatest test of all, the 3D delay. In your inner world, creation is instant. You close your eyes, visualize a new reality, and you can feel it immediately. But we live in a physical dimension, a world of dense matter. Matter is heavy, it is slow to move. It cannot break the laws of physics to manifest your desire the very second you think of it. Think of it like a massive ship in the middle of the ocean. Even if the captain turns the wheel all the way to the right, the ship takes miles of ocean to actually make the turn. This is where most people quit. They start their affirmations, they adopt a new identity, and they wait. When the result doesn't show up in 48 hours, their mood begins to decline. They think, "This doesn't work," and they fall back into their old self. But here is the secret. Your mood and your belief must remain stable even when the reflection hasn't changed yet. An interesting phenomenon often occurs where life hits a down cycle right before a breakthrough. If you stay loyal to your new identity during that delay, you force the matter to catch up to the spirit. To finally master this, you must reverse the mirror cycle. Most people are puppets. They look at their current reality, feel bad about it, and then the mirror reflects more of that bad feeling. To become a creator, you must turn your back on the reflection. Realize that what you see around you right now is just a ghost of your past thoughts. It is old energy. To shape tomorrow, you must consciously choose your image today, regardless of the evidence in front of you. When you see a small positive shift, a tiny win, a new connection, a moment of peace, confirm it. Tell the mirror, "Yes, that's it. It's working." By focusing only on the things that correspond to your new identity and ignoring the rest, you force reality to align with your vision. You are no longer a passive observer of a life you don't like. You are the intentional architect of a destiny you love. The mirror principle has no limits and no agenda. It simply reflects what you show it. You have the ability to innovate, to transcend, and to manifest the life you envision. The only limits are the ones you impose with your own imagination. Harness this power, shape your destiny, and discover the magic that has been hidden within you all along.